Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
So we're smoking out a potato.
Morning, y'all. Kate says good morning.
Posting really weird photos of the son laying in his crotch while he's wearing women's panties.
I apologize. Motherfucker. I apologize now. It is ma'am.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm sick, so if my voice is weird, that's why. I know you guys love these kinds of videos. Can I just say they're quite taxing to make? Like, when I was researching this story, I actually found myself getting quite emotional about the child involved in this story. But nonetheless, as usual, it's important to make these videos, so let's just do it. First video of 2020, let's hit the ground running. Let's go. But before we get into this super disturbing story, and I do encourage you to watch to the end, I have new merch, and I'm not just plugging it for the sake of plugging it. One thing I've been highly concerned about is the Australian wildfires, as a lot of you guys are. I've been getting questions from supporters asking me what I'm going to do to help the situation and use my platform for. And so I was thinking one thing I can do is absolutely create merch and give proceeds to the relief. So this uncancelable merch, because I am uncancelable just like all of my audience, 50% of the proceeds this week from this merch launch are going to go to relief efforts. Now, I also want you guys to comment what relief efforts I would be the safest in donating to. I only want to donate to reputable, obviously, organizations that are going to use the money 100% for good. Yeah, so that's in my story now, link below. So this video is about the e-celeb who rose to infamy about a year ago, known as the GameStop trans, the GameStop tranny, the GameStop trans woman, like whatever you want to call it. This was the individual that had a huge freak out in GameStop when they were misgendered.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
I can call the police if you'd like me to. You need to settle down.
You need to settle down and mind your business. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you a f***ing sir. I apologize. Motherfucker. I apologize now.
This video is not going to be about that incident. I made a video a year ago when it happened about it. This is about sort of things that have surfaced since then. I've been getting messages recently about this individual making some really weird social media posts. And I've had more and more people lately messaging me, worrying for the safety of the son involved in the situation. And I didn't look into it at first because I avoid cringe, and this person is cringe personified. But actually doing research into it, I actually too have some concerns. So let's get right into the story. So otherwise known as the GameStop trans, this person's legal full name is actually Tiffany Michelle Moore. And what's really concerning about Tiffany Michelle Moore is not just the public freakouts, which were over, that's old news. It's the post on social media since the public freakout. We're going to get into the child involved in this story that I am personally concerned for, but just to give you guys a sense of like how unhinged this person is, here's a very interesting, very recent post right around Christmas time. Since y'all seem to love me so much, I decided not to let a bathroom break get between us. Some women have girl dick. Get over it. Get the f*** over it already. Y'all really out here in damn near 2020 deflecting your insecurities about your trans attraction and fascination. Slow your roll. Onto a woman you don't even know. Y'all just making yourselves look incredibly foolish. I decided to stand this time when I peed because I can. It can be very advantageous to be a trans woman at times. We're more than just pretty faces. Now, first of all, I wouldn't call this person a pretty face, but that is my personal opinion. Beauty is very much in the eye of the beholder. Put your thoughts down below. So this is the caliber of the sort of like mentality we're dealing with in this person. This person comes across as a fetishist to me. Anytime you see someone use the term girl dick, like only fetishists use that term, and keep that in mind going forward in this story. So aside from the tweaker-like videos that Tiffany routinely posts on their social media accounts, there is a child involved, and I will be blurring out the face of the child because I find it so incredibly sad. I'm getting emotional again, oh my god. The kid just is really cute and seems really sweet, and I feel really bad. So Tiffany proclaimed on her social media that her child now, go figure, is trans, specifically non-binary, refers to them as a gentle them, which is so, like, that makes me want to do something very permanent to myself that I won't say because I'll get demonetized. There's photos of Tiffany painting the nails of this small child, which on its face is not bad. I don't think anything is wrong with pigment on someone's nails, boys or girls, but when you couple it with now trying to convince your child that they are also trans, that's an issue for me. People also messaged me with concerns over photos of Tiffany and Tiffany's boyfriend, someone out there for everyone apparently, wearing fetish collars around the sun, posting really weird photos of the son laying in his crotch while he's wearing women's panties. Yeah. So all of that's really concerning, as well as a bunch of photos of Tiffany seemingly posing very seductively in bed with the kid. And like, you don't want to attribute something, you know, nefarious that isn't necessarily there. But when you couple it with all the other things and the fetish collar and the weird picture where the kid is in between the lap in the women's panties, you know, it's just very suspect. And I'm not making any direct accusations here, but I think it's something worth looking at. Another thing people were concerned about is the fact that this kid has actually gone to the hospital for respiratory issues, which, hi, I can relate. I grew up with severe asthma. I almost passed away from it several times as a kid, having to go to the hospital. It's traumatizing, horrific. It's horrifically scary for the parents, but Tiffany doesn't seem to care and is seen smoking and posting a bunch of pictures with the kid in the vicinity. In my opinion, coming from someone who had asthma as a kid, I've outgrown it now, but it was terrible as a kid. I find it disgusting to think that someone wouldn't quit smoking when they have a child in the house who obviously suffers from those issues. Tiffany is also seen posting shrooms and pills on their social media. Not exactly the behavior of a stand-up parent. It's definitely something that warrants a lot of people calls to CPS. Let's just be real here. A lot of the videos that Tiffany posts seem also very unhinged, very tweaker-like.
So we're smoking on a potato.
And I'm not saying that lightly. I'm not, like, I personally, where I grew up, and I know what drugs look like, and this person seems to be on drugs. That's just my personal opinion.
Morning, y'all. So, can't seem to find my pipe this morning, so I'm improvising. But if you haven't copied the album yet, please do. This is how I support myself and my kid. Morning, y'all. So I just chilled with my family.
Now, Tiffany has a long criminal record, which is not surprising, seeing the complete lack of self-control and violent tendencies in the GameStop video of arrest and armed robbery. What a stand-up individual. It takes a real piece of you-know-what to go into someone's home or business armed and trying to rob them. I can't think of many things that are lower than that personally. And what's really sad is that the mother isn't in the picture either, because I mean, imagine custody being given to Tiffany over the mother. The mother must be bad, right? The mother also has had issues with meth and many arrests as well. And I guess I just feel really bad for the kid. I can't imagine how damaging it must be for your parent to push a gender identity on you, and how that can sort of create a ripple effect going through your life. Like, I mean, we've seen stories of kids who have a gender pushed on them as a kid and come out and talk about how traumatic it is. And the asthma and the smoking and the fetish collars, and it's just very sad. And I hope to God that things are not as bad as they seem to be just based on social media. But what we know about social media is that it's like the highlight reel of people's lives. So, it's sad. And I'm not sure what's made me particularly like upset about this story. I think it's maybe seeing myself a little bit in the kid in terms of like growing up with asthma and how awful that is. But I also grew up in a household where drugs were quite prevalent and things were not pretty. And I know I blurred the face out of the kid, but he's like such a sweet looking kid. And it's so sad. Ugh. Alright guys, that is it for this video. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. We are a family around here, and I would love for you to join that family and be with us in every upload. Also, many people don't know this, but I have a second channel where I also upload weekly, so if you ever feel like you need more videos from me, hi, I have a second channel, so definitely subscribe to that. I'll put the link in the description. The name is Blaire Black. Fitting, Blaire White, Blaire Black. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I post daily on there as well. If you're not following me there, you're missing out on a lot. Let me just say that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you.